As the Central Valley Showdown coming to you live from Sanger High School in Sanger, California. Clovis North taking on Centennial Bakersfield. Next, Avalos interviewing the Clovis North coach. Coach I
spoke to one of the assistant coaches on Centennial, and one of the things out of his mouth was they have a young team. How do you capitalize on the inexperience of their team?
Well, just like any team that you play against, you want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to win the game. Make sure we're executing. Make sure we're working together on offense and on defense, down in a stance, talking and working together, being a cohesive unit.
Any specific game plan for tonight?
We want to make sure we keep them off the boards. They're a big, strong team, and limit shots from their good shooters. And I think if we do those two things, we have a good chance to win tonight.
All right, Coach. Have a great game.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mark.
Thanks a lot, Dre. Tony Amundsen, the head coach of Clovis North. We had that showcase tournament up at Clovis North recently, and all three brothers, he and two of his brothers were coaching in that tournament. One guy had a team from Arizona, and the other brother coached at Bullard High in Fresno. So Centennial Bakersfield against Clovis North of Fresno, and playing at Sanger High. So these teams all making their way around, as I do. Talked to a player that was at Centennial a couple of years ago. He's now at San Francisco City College as a guard. So the Broncos against the Centennial High Golden Hawks, coached by Hernan Santiago. That's where I saw those guys last night at Liberty. They lost by 10 points to the Patriots. Patriots losing by 5 to a good team tonight. Central High Grizzlies, much better than the record indicates. Stephen Perry, got it. Talk about one of the better shooters in the area. Stephen Perry, excellent free throw shooter. Perry up high for the rebound. Perry through. Look at that crossover. Very strong to the rack. They should count that basket. I guess they're not. Well, if they're giving him one shot, they should count the basket. It shows 3-0. Hit that three-pointer. Start the game. Clovis North early lead. $3-0 Clovis North. White and North Carolina blue. Centennial black and red. The Jayhawks and the Broncos. Terry Miller at center for Clovis North. 3-point try. Centennial doesn't go. Noah West knocks the ball out of bounds for Centennial. He had 22 last night in a loss to Liberty. Number 23. One of the captains for Centennial. I think he had 3 trays in the game. And traveling, Max Ritchie. Workington, number 13. Ritchie, number 2. Number 13, Christian Espericueta, a sophomore for Centennial. Number 10, Ryan Redstone. His dad is an assistant coach. Who else do I have out there? Nice drive. Does not go. Clovis North, a very good outside shooting team. An excellent free throw shooting team. When they're on, they could beat anybody. When they're not, they can have trouble. Saw them defeat Bakersfield Christian by 10 points recently. In that game, they scored most of the points towards the end. And they had 4 consecutive free throws. Fullback Jay doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds. Centennial will bring the ball in. 6-0 in favor of Clovis North. All 6 scored by Stephen Perry. Blocking foul against Clovis North. Perry's had a tray, 2-point field goal, and single point. At a free throw line, number 13, Christian Espericueta for Centennial. Last night, had a fine game. I guess about 15 points. Knocks down the free throw, 6-1. Sophomore. Sam Alsaber, number 2. Good 3-point shooting specialist for Clovis North. His number 5 is DeAndre Walters. 32 is Evan Bletz. Centennial brings in Tyler Kennedy, number 3. And also number 4, Chucky Roberts. Chucky Roberts looks to be about a 5'6" guard. 6'1", Clovis North. Free throw line, miss. Centennial's record is about 5-13 this year. Stephen Perry. Al Saber for the basket. (8-1) Broncos. A little pressure in the backcourt by Clovis North. Centennial breaks the pressure. Noah West, top of the key, number 23. And traveling, I guess, against West on the pass-off. So the Jayhawks off to a sluggish start tonight, down 8-1 over Clovis North. Akanchi Okarike checks in number 10 for the Broncos. Very good depth for Clovis North. Miller Likes to do his work inside. Big guy. Big trunk, wide shoulders. Miller doesn't jump that high, but he has a wide body, so it's hard to move him underneath. Nice pass off. Okereke in deep. Akachi with 2. 10-1 Broncos. I haven't seen Clovis West play this year. I know they had a great team last year and lost in the first round of the playoffs. Be my guess that nice 3 by Sparaqueta. Be my guess that Van Clovis West would be the favorites in track. Miller to the rack. Left-handed, good. Terry Miller showing some deftness of touch. 12-4, Clovis North. Timeout Broncos over the Jayhawks on NorCalSportsTV.com.
Meeting rooms on demand. Looking for a meeting room available nights and weekends, but can't afford the pricey hotel meeting rooms with rates as low as $40 an hour and seating capacity up to 50. We provide incredible value for small businesses. Locations in Arizona, California, Nevada, and now in Fresno on Shaw and Van Ness, all with 24/7 availability. Reach us at meetingroomsondemand.com and tell them you saw this ad on NorCal Sports TV for a 50% discount off your first rental. That's meetingroomsondemand.com. Meetingroomsondemand.com. Check it out.
The Broncos off to a fast start, 12-4 over the Jayhawks of Centennial in Bakersfield. Close north from Fresno. We've been there twice for showcase tournaments. This is the Central Valley Showdown, brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms. Locations now in Fresno. Straight Sports, custom uniforms, stand out for the rest. StraightSports.com. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event, returns April 7th to Las Positas College in Livermore. South Valley against Central Valley. Bay Area against Sacramento. Boys and girls games. NorCalSportsTV.com/ANG 2019 for more information. And by Coca-Cola. I had a Coke tonight. Steal by Clovis North. Below the layup. Get it back, but probably a foul. Chucky Roberts goes down number 4 for Centennial. Junior guard. Stephen Perry with a foul. His first personal foul. 3 team fouls against the Broncos. Sparaqueta. And the weave. Tyler Kennedy, number 3. Roberts. Chucky Roberts. Sparaqueta, guarded by Perry. Probably moving screen on number 14, Andrew Martin. Colby Workington, 6'5" forward, checking in for Centennial. Number 35, and a 3. Good by 24, Trayson Farmer. That's their forte, shooting threes and free throws. And they press throughout the entire game. They're a deep team. They're not going to get tired. Stephen Perry for 3. Yes, again. We've got 2 guards. A guard in this game, Stephen Perry. Isaiah Hill for Liberty. Perry's about 5'10", Hill's about 5'11", 5'11 and a half, and they're both great scorers. They shoot threes, take the ball to the rack. There's Perry. Behind a back pass. Layup. Apoku Ababio, number 12. Perry's rolling this game. Got a crossover. Back out. Perry with a rebound. Spin move. Legal foul underneath against Max Ritchie. Look at that. Behind the back pass by Stephen Perry. Yeah, Perry's come out really hot today. He's a marvelous foul shooter also. I don't know what his percentage is, but in the games I've seen him, he's been at least 85 to 90%. 20-4, Clovis North. Don't really like the cross-court passes. Sparaquete misses. Dribbling to his left. Passing the ball back to his right. .223 left. Workington for Centennial has it. Sparaquete back out to Redstone off glass. Good. Sophomore Ryan Redstone, the soph off glass, 20-6. Clovis North doing pretty much what they want in this game. Perry with a pass off. Get down to the Broncos and traveling against Clovis North. Farmer out. Al Saber, number 2, back in. So Nico Jones, number 1 for Clovis North. Bringing a lot of players because they press all the time. Most of these guys can shoot from the outside too. 14-point lead for Clovis North. Rosen kicks it back out. Redstone for 3, misses. Miller rebounds. Clovis North. Nico. Miller. Al Saber for 3. Misses deep. Rebound to Redstone and Centennial. Sparaquete. Loses the ball to Miller. Terry Miller in the backcourt. Nice drive by DeAndre Walters, number 5. Kind of hangs, puts it up left-handed. And number 5 will go to the free throw line for 2. Walters. Here we go. Kind of hangs and puts it up. Draws the foul. That's what he wanted to do. And DeAndre will be shooting 2 for the Broncos. Up by 14. A very fundamentally sound team. As I said, a very good three-point shooting team and free throws. One game we did this year, they had 14 threes, and Steve Bear had 7. Half of them. Noah West, spin move, lose the ball. Roberts gets it back for Centennial. To Martin. Martin with a drive and score for the Jayhawks. Andrew Martin, number 14. Kicks it off glass. Foul on the play. Kind of rolled through. Martin 14 shooting 1 for Centennial. And completes a three-point play. The Jayhawks within 12, 21-9 here late in the first quarter. Nico Jones. Walters. Miller. Knocked the ball out of Miller's hand, but they foul him. What he wants to do is keep that ball high. Chucky Roberts, first personal foul. Miller to the basket, gets the roll, fouled. And we'll go to the charity stripe. Terry Miller. The Clovis North. Making it look easy. The big guy. Like I said, he's not a high flyer, but he doesn't really have to be. He's got the height and the size. Very wide shoulders. I'd say, I don't have the dimensions on him. I'd say about 6'6" at least. And he's big. Missed the free throw. Trying to run out the clock. Clovis North here in the first quarter had 23-9. Miller, high post. Nico Jones Saber left corner. Picked off by Martin of Centennial. Martin to West. Chucky Roberts. Resno has the ball taken out of his hands. 24-9 Clovis North over Centennial after one. Central Valley Showdown on NorCalSportsTV.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to expensive hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno on West Shaw. Straight 8 Sports, custom basketball uniforms. Stand up from the rest, why not? The official uniform provider of the 2019 All NorCal Games. Go to www.straight8sports.com to learn more. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 7th, 2019 to Las Positas College in Livermore, California. And Photo Pro Sports, specializing in team and individual sports photography, www.photo-pros.com. And Simply Basketball. Follow Simply Basketball on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for the best highlights Northern California has to offer. Check it out.
Okay, 20-49 in favor of Clovis North over Centennial at Bakersfield. The Jayhawks off to a slow start. I think they're about 5-14 coming in. Lost by 10 to Liberty last night in Southwest Center League play, 74-64. Noah West had 22 last night, and he has not scored so far for Centennial. He can shoot threes, take the ball to the rack. Has not been a part of the offense. He needs to get going. Workington, 6'5", forward post player. Sparqueta, sophomore. Pull-up Jay, misses. Miller with the rebound for Clovis North. Saber. Miller. It's a wide body. Perry for three. Perry or Isaiah Hill have some range. 2 point guards, a point guard for Clovis North and for Liberty. Perry with the steal. Out to Al Saber. Fakes to three. That's the NBA territory. Walters with a miss. Ryan Redstone doesn't get it. There's West. Walters down court. Perry. Redstone for three. Boy, Centennial can't buy a basket. Perry. Walters misses it. Coming from the right side. Worked under the rebound for Centennial. Down 26-9. Redstone to the rack. Misses to the right side of the rim. Miller to Perry. Walters, Steve Perry for three. Rebound to West. Hasn't got going yet. I believe it was a foul down court. 26-9 in favor of Clovis North over Centennial. 6:01 to play in the first half. So a very slow start for the Jayhawks. Ron Santiago, the head coach of Centennial. Tony Amundsen, the head man for Clovis North here in Fresno. Redstone, number 10. Probably fouled on the pass-off, number 10, the sophomore. His dad was an exceptional basketball player at Cal State University, Bakersfield. They competed in Division II. I think for a long time he was the CSUB all-time leading scorer. I think he was surpassed recently by Stephon Carter. He played, Stephon was 2 or 3 time Kern County All-Area Player of the Year from Garces. Sparqueta to the rack, scores. So sophomore guard looking good in the first half for Centennial, 26-11. Three-pointer missed. Chucky Roberts misses badly. Air ball shooting left to right. Yeah, Centennial looks a little bit fatigued today. Don't have the legs. Legs get tired and have a shot. Oh, he set up for the three. Roberts had a layup. Kicked it back out to Ritchie. He missed the three. Now, I just go for the two if I'm Chucky Roberts. Get your point. I'm not a proponent for passing the ball back out. Stephen Perry shooting 1+1 for Clovis North. Stephen Perry, number 3. Someone who doesn't do very often, miss a free throw. Ball out of bounds to Clovis North. Esperaqueta could not catch up to it. Oh, Broncos basketball up by 15, 26-11. So a very sluggish start for Centennial. Nico Jones for three, in and out. And deep in the basket, offensive rebound. Puku Ababio for Clovis North. Another turnover against Centennial. Ian Likens, number 0, checked in for the Jayhawks. Likens, Kennedy, number 3. Sparqueta, Martin, 14. So we've gone back and forth with turnovers here. 4:22 to play in the second quarter. Likens, I don't recall him playing last night, number 0. Martin, 3 points today. Likens, back to Martin, throws it up and in. So junior forward has 5. Nico Jones for 3. Rolls out. Jayhawks come away with it. Martin on the back court. Likens. Sparqueta missed that 3-point attempt for Centennial. Nico Jones throws it away. Jennifer Ababio. 28-13 in favor of the Broncos. Landon Houlihan, 33 in the game for the Broncos. And number 10, Kachi Okarike. Is Redstone. Noah West. Very quiet first half for him. Chucky Roberts for 3. Too deep. Okarike with the rebound. Houlihan. That's a nice drive. Okarike, number 10. Brought the ball back to his right side. Kissed it. Ball knocked out of bounds. Al Saber, Miller, Stephen Perry. Company back in for Clovis North. There's a nice drive. Kind of extends the arm to his right and rolls it in. 30-13. West. Way off. Walked him with a rebound. Chucky Roberts, another air ball. But it goes to the Jayhawks. Wharton, 35 guard, closely by Miller. Away from the basket. Roberts. And Workington, basket. Centennial. (30 to 15). 1+1 pushing foul against Centennial. Be on Chucky Roberts. Check that, number 15. There's no 15 on their team. Any rate, Jayhawks basketball down by 15. So Clovis North has doubled them so far in the first half. West, Chucky Roberts. Redstone can't handle it. Here comes Stephen Perry. Nice pass. Missed shot by Houlihan. I think it was knocked out of bounds by Miller. Roberts will inbounds it for Centennial. Boom. Sparqueta in the backcourt to Redstone. Chucky Roberts, West. Redstone pulls up for the jumper. West around the rebound. Sparqueta, left-handed, high off glass. Offensive foul. We come back the other way. Workington to Sparqueta. Now the defenders were right there. So was the referee. But we know it was an offensive foul. Good job by the defender to get there in time for Clovis North. Pretty good pressure for Centennial on Miller, Perry. Great pass in deep. Marquez assists Stephen Perry. Rifle that pass underneath. Martin. West. Redstone misses badly from deep, number 10. Blocking foul on Ryan Redstone, number 10 for Centennial. Okereke driving to the rack. You see number 10 on defense. Kind of moved the last seconds on the drive by Okereke. Okereke at the charity stripe. Blocking foul. Third personal foul on Redstone. (35-15). That's a 20-point bulge. Knocked out of bounds by Marquez, number 2-3 for Clovis North. They just have guys that continually come in and hustle. They can utilize so many players, the Broncos. And everybody better play defense when they come into the game. Constant pressure. Up and over and back. Violation against Centennial. The constant pressure starts wearing on you mentally. Perry. This ball to the rack. Foul on the drive. If that's 10 team fouls, it'll be 2 foul shots. Still 1+1 for Stephen Perry. Well, if it's 10 fouls, it will be 2 shots for Perry. Yes, like that. So Clovis North on a double bonus. And for Centennial, the wrong guy shooting free throws for the Broncos. Stephen Perry. He's had a monster first half. Tyler Kennedy checks in for the Jayhawks. And Likens checked out for Centennial. Stephen Perry at the free throw line. Second of 2. 37-15, Clovis North over Centennial. Martin in the backcourt. The West. A very quiet game offensively. Tries to split the D. I believe he's fouled by Marquez, 23. Now 24 is Trace and Farmer, so he had Marquez and Farmer on him, 23 and 24. The foul is on Farmer. His first personal foul. Now 17 fouls against the Broncos. West shooting free throws for Centennial. Shooting 1+1. Yes. Noah West was so hot last night, has 1 point tonight. Now he has 2. 37-17 in favor of Clovis North. Centennial Jihawks. Miller. Centennial running their man-to-man pressure. Stephen Perry. Walter. Miller. They'll try to look for the last shot. Cross court. Three-pointer good. It'll be Farmer. 40-17. Wow. Look at that trapping defense by Clovis North. West shot no good. Clovis North 40. Centennial 17 at the half. This broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms. Many locations, including one new location in Fresno. Also by Straight Sports, custom unis. Stand out from the rest, straightsports.com. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event, returns April 7th to Las Positas College in Livermore, South Valley against Central Valley, and Bay Area against Sacramento. NorCalSportsTV.com/ANG 2019 for more information, and by Coca-Cola.
To you live at halftime here at Singer High School, and joining me on the court is Centennial coach Hernan Santiago. Your team currently trails in this one 17-40. What's the turnaround in the second half, coach?
Well, right now we have to do a better job against their press, and the tempo of the game is destroying us right now. We're trying to play fast. We like playing fast, but they're better at playing fast than we are. So we have to cut down our turnovers and do a better job of boxing out and rebounding. They're getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
You come in this matchup with a very young team. What can this young team learn in the second half?
Well, I'll tell you what, we have a good group of kids, and they don't stop playing. So we'll come out in the second half, keep playing, try to do better the next half.
Both statement there, Coach. Thank you so much, and best of luck in the second half. Back to you, Matt.
(40-17) in favor of Clovis North over Centennial at the half on NorCalSportsTV.com. Now we're going to the post-game conference of the previous game.
Coach, you came into town and you were by yourself today in the sense of coaching staff. Does it make it a little bit more difficult to, relay your messages to the guys and get stuff done when it's only you?
I got a great coaching staff. We work together a lot, and it's definitely a bonus having both of those guys with me all the time. So it's a little more difficult, but when you coach, you got to coach the game. So I'm just here to put my best foot forward for the boys and make sure we have the best spot to win at the end of the day.
A back and forth game tonight, and if you look real closely in that box score, you guys were down by 1 point in the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. What was your message to the guys to possibly pull away from that?
We just wanted to keep executing. The big guy was doing some damage to us down in the block. He was doing damage down in the paint the entire game. We want to try to minimize that as much as possible, fundamentally be sound as boxing out and make sure he wasn't grabbing second chance rebounds. If we could minimize him a little bit, we thought we had a better chance to pull away in the second half. Had some good shooting going on in the first half. Second half is a little different, but we want to just kind of eliminate the big guy from destroying us the whole game.
This one's for Hill. You had 15 points at halftime, and you really exploded there in the second half. Unfortunate loss for you today. What can you take from this game?
The guys, we went in with the game plan and we executed. We tried to pull away in the second half, but they're a very good team, and unfortunately we didn't get the win. So, I mean, we put our best foot forward, but it didn't end up working out for us.
You guys moved to 8-8 on the season, and you guys are going to be playing Foothill, a team who also lost today. What can you take from this game overall, and what can you work on as a team, if you can each respond to that question?
Okay, yeah, so we're 8-8, not the record we want, but I mean, stuff happens during the season. We had a rough season so far, but we're just putting the past behind us, and we're going to go into Foothill with a clear mind, going out there to try to get a win at home.
Yeah, you break down the season into 3 different parts, right? You got preseason, regular season, postseason. So we've kind of just started our regular season. This is still kind of preseason, non-league for us. So we've kind of moved forward, from the preseason start, and really looking forward to what we're trying to do. We got a victory in our first league game last night, and we're trying to build on that. As far as Foothill, we've known Foothill. We've seen them before already. We weren't necessarily at full strength, and neither were they. So I'm looking forward to the matchup, man. They know what we do. We know what they do, and we're just going to go out and duke it out next week at Liberty. It's going to be great.
Yeah, like Isaiah was saying, like, our record isn't what we want, but like the past is the past. But I would say one thing we can take away is when we're playing our best basketball is when we're locking on defense. But we haven't really played 4 quarters of like great defense yet. So I think if you're locking on defense the whole game, like, we're going to give a lot of teams issues.
Hill, I'm going to come back to you. You mentioned not being able to gain a lead and kind of pull away from them, to take the lead. Do you think it was more of your offense struggling or their defense being just that strong?
I wouldn't say necessarily their defense or our offense. I think we really got killed on the boards tonight. They had a lot of second chance opportunities, things we have to limit, but they have a good defensive scheme, but I didn't feel that was a problem. I just felt the defensive rebounds really killed us, and we couldn't get as many stops later on in the stretch as we should have.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before last night's win and tonight's win, you guys are on a 9-game losing streak. What does this win do for you today, and on confidence and just the way of play going into the next game?
Well, okay, we were 2-10 before tonight, and so our last 2 tournaments were basically set up by design. Okay, I knew going in that we would play some stiff competition. It's not the same level of competition that we play here in the Valley, but I did that so we can basically get some competitiveness, get a little bit of an edge, and increase our effort. So that way, when we come back home, we'll compete even harder for what we're trying to defend. We're trying to defend our title this year. So these couple wins is giving us the confidence again to, helping the team understand that, yes, we can compete, we can play this game, and so forth and so on.
You guys led the first, second, and third quarter only by 1 point, Coach. What was your message to break away in that fourth quarter?
The message is we have to clean up on defense. I'm a defensive-minded coach, and defense is my number 1 priority with the team. And so my message to the team is, number 2 on Liberty is a pretty good player. He's pretty unstoppable. So we needed to stop the other 4 players pretty much to win this game, and that was the message to the team.
And second straight win for you guys. How can you take this win into the future, and is it safe to say that Central is back into their winning ways?
Moving on, we look ahead 1 game at a time. Okay, next up is Clovis West. We're playing at their house. That's going to be an exciting game, and I'm sure these last 2 wins have given us the confidence to be able to compete. What was the question again? Repeat that second question.
The second question is is it safe to say that Central is back to their winning ways?
Our record is delusional. Okay, so just because we've lost 8 in a row does not mean that we're on a losing team. Okay, so we've always been in our winning ways. We just had to learn a few things this year.
Do you think adversity plays a big role in these types of games? Do you think adversity plays a big role in these types of games?
Oh, yes. Adversity teaches character. Adversity teaches character, and that's what I'm all about. I love putting my players in adverse situations so they can learn from it. Okay, basketball teaches good life lessons as well, and so that's what we try to do. But yes, I love adversity.
Coach, you mentioned your team having to learn some things. What have they learned, or what do you hope that they've learned so far?
For one, you can ask the team. There's 2 E's that I pretty much discuss with the team that they control, and that's effort and execution. Okay, our effort when we were in Las Vegas and LA, we had to play harder, we had to be smarter, we had to be tougher. Okay, and that's something that I wanted to bring back home. That same mentality with this team, and as long as we execute and stay disciplined, we'll beat any team.
This is for either one of you guys or both of you guys. Obviously, the win as a whole is a positive, but what are the small things that came together so well today that allowed you guys to get that win?
The small things are like our team hasn't been really working as a team yet, but I feel like this game we put it all together to pull out the win. That's one of the things. Yeah.
Well, we all played good together, had team chemistry, so us locking in on defense allowed us to get the win out.
How do you guys assure that team chemistry and that teamwork working together stays the way it is and or get better? How do you assure that the teamwork stays so well? You guys continue to work together as opposed to kind of falling off. How do you make sure that it gets stronger?
Well, our team, there's a lot of those players who haven't played a lot yet, so me and him have to push them a lot and show them good leadership. So if we push them and show them and play how we're supposed to play, they'll normally follow.
Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I got one.
Thanks, guys.
Good answer.
The start of the second half here from Sanger High School. Central Valley Showdown on NorCalSportsTV.com. 40-17 in favor of Clovis North from Fresno over Centennial and Bakersfield. I mentioned to somebody that Hernan Santiago, the Centennial coach, is not taking this game as badly as I thought. Last night, very animated against Liberty. Almost had a technical, jumping off the bench. Because I do PA announcing there, so I see everything that's happening in front of me. And he said that Centennial likes to play a fast game, but they can't play with Clovis North at that pace. So they want Centennial to slow the game down a little bit. Stephen Perry, 14 points in the first half. Three-pointer, in and out. That would have been a push from behind against number 32. Evan Bletz of Clovis North will knock out of bounds. So 40-17. Still the full court pressure employed by Clovis North. Redstone. Pushing foul on Walters. DeAndre Walters, number 5. Just like that. 2 team fouls against Clovis North. Ball out of bounds to Centennial. The Golden Hawks. West. Sparaqueta. And deep, stolen by Miller. Big guy for Clovis North is Stephen Perry. Perry guarded momentarily by Workington. And deep, and a basket by 32. Bletz. Perry's pass it very quickly, very rapid and deep. Hit a man cutting to the basket. Sparaqueta. Workington. Guarded by Miller. Redstone. Ritchie in and out for 3. Stephen Perry fouled in the backcourt, I think by Workington, number 35. That's his first personal foul and another team foul against the Broncos. 42-17, Clovis North over Centennial. Miller whipping the ball around to Stephen Perry. Nothing but net Sweet stroke. And a foul on the baseline. 45-17 in favor of the Broncos. Redstone Sparaqueta wants Richie to help him out. Pulls up for the Jets, a tough shot. Wharton with the rebound. Overshoots the ball. Walters, number 5, has it. Perry for 3. Short. Deep rebound. It goes out of bounds to Centennial. Tony Amundsen, the head coach of Clovis North, and Hernan Santiago, the head man at Centennial. One of his former players is here tonight for the Jayhawks, and now he'll be playing at San Francisco City College. Had a stint with the College of the Sequoia in Visalia. Roberts trapped. Stolen. Larson. Walters with a basket. A very tough trapping defense employed by Clovis North. Chucky Roberts. By Miller. Roberts. Sparaqueta. 47-17. I think Sparaqueta was fouled on the drive as they try to split the defense. Blutz with a foul, his 3rd personal foul, and 3 team fouls against the Broncos. Sparaqueta will take it out for Centennial. Marquez, 23 in for the Broncos. Ball's tip controlled by Stephen Perry. Down court to Walters for 2. Wow. Explosiveness down court for DeAndre Walters from the pass by Stephen Perry. 3-pointer, air ball for Martin. Perry has it. To Miller. And they score again. And Coach Santiago said he wished that Centennial would slow the game down. They really haven't. Sparaqueta driving to the rack and is fouled in the paint area. 51-17. Christian Sparaqueta at a free throw line, number 13, shooting 2 for the Jayhawks. Yeah, they're trying to run up and down the court with the Broncos and failing in that particular endeavor. The Broncos can put up some points. They've scored 80 points or more a number of times this year. And the second one for Sparaqueta. 4:42 left in the 3rd quarter. It's the second one. Nico Jones to the game, number 1. Thought he would pull up for the J. Back to Al Saber. Miller. It's a nice quick move by the big guy. Offensive foul against Clovis North. Miller out. Opoku Ababio in for Clovis North. Sparaqueta. Look at that nice move. Kind of changed the direction for the sophomore. Able to finish in deep. Bobby over the basket, Clovis North. He's 6'4". Very good on the glass. Martin kicks it out. Bobby with the rebound. I think foul in the back court. I believe by Chucky Roberts. At least he knocked the ball out of bounds. (53-20) Clovis North. 3:46 left in the 3rd. Al Saber. Ball knocked loose by Martin. Comes West. Pull up for the J. Got it. Noah West, a very quiet game today. Hits the J. Al Saber. Ball thrown away. Chucky Roberts has it 2-on-1. Esperaqueta from the right side scores. Nice little run. Jones. David Opoku. Babio. Shot knocked out of bounds. Nico Jones will bring it in for Clovis North. Jake Garcia, 15, is checked in for the Jayhawks. Al Saber with the 3. Doesn't go. (53-24), probably over and back for the Jayhawks. I think the Centennial player was above the line, threw the ball back to the back court. Okarike will bring it in for Clovis North to Nico Jones. High lob into Babio. Loses the ball out of bounds. Jayhawks will bring it in. Down by bunches, 53-24. Esperaqueta. West. A little crossover by West to Martin. Lose the ball out of bounds, and Coach Santiago, playing official. Blowing bubble gum. Got Miller, Walters, Farmer, Letts, and pairing in for Clovis North. Centennial basketball. West to Martin. Martin from the free throw line misses. Ooh. Perry up high for the rebound and landed hard on his shoulder or arm. But he's tough. He's getting up. Yep. Came over the back of a Centennial player. That'd be West. I guess that's what happens when you're 5'10 and a half and you jump high. Very strong to the rack and fouled. Not sure if it's on the drive or a shooting foul. Esperaqueta with his first personal foul. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Miller with a catch and shoot. (55-24). West. Yes. Noah West. Perry trapped. Lose the ball momentarily. 1:56 left in the third quarter here from Sanger High School in Sanger, California. Central Valley Showdown. Brought to you by NorCal SportsTV.com. Redstone and Likens check in for Centennial. Miller back to Perry, off glass, good. Nice pass. You take care of your big man, he will take care of you. West kicks it out to Redstone. Ball to the rack, gets his own rebound. Likens with a drive. Fouled, no travel call. Ian Likens at the free throw line. for Centennial. And the junior acts like he's been there before. The foul's on Terry Miller, his first personal foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls in the ball game. 2 for 2 for Likens. 57-29, Clovis North. Perry, Farmer, Miller. Able to catch guys going to the rack. Miller misses the shot, but he's fouled, going to the hole. Grant Bloom was checked to the game number 11 for Centennial. It's Miller against Bloom. Way too much size for him. Miller's free throw rolls off. Terry Miller. Second of 2 for number 20. In and out. Perry. Good looking pass. Evan Bletz. Unselfish player, Stephen Perry. Sees the open man and rifles it in. 59-29. West. Under a minute to play here in the third. West from the outside, a three-pointer. Noah West has been heating up here in the second half. Looked like Bloom lost the ball out of bounds. Timeout, Jayhawks 59-32, Clovis North over Centennial on NorCal SportsTV.com.
Take me way, way.
You know, who's better, but honestly, you know, the Bay's better. You know, we got more dogs on our side.
(59-32) in favor of Clovis North, the Broncos over the Jayhawks of Centennial and Bakersfield. 44.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the Central Valley Showdown at Sanger High School, home of the Apaches. We are in Apache territory. Red and blue are the colors. Nice looking school from the outside, and really like the gym. Very spacious. Rebound of Martin for Centennial. Sparaqueta to West. Good play by Miller on defense. Tap the ball off West foot, out of bounds to the Broncos. Stephen Perry. Long down courts. Farmer to Perry. Perry guarded by Sparaqueta. Around the weave. Use up some of that clock. We're late in the third. Walters. Miller in deep for the basket. Terry Miller for 2. Big number 20. They'll move that ball around. Using that body and left hands for the deuce. This is the free throw. Sparaqueta with a rebound. It's past Perry at the buzzer. No good. 61-32 Clovis North over Centennial after 3 on NorCal SportsTV.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to expensive hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno on West Shaw. Straight 8 Sports, custom basketball uniforms, Stand up from the rest, why not? The official uniform provider of the 2019 All NorCal Games. Go to www.straightitsports.com to learn more. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 7th, 2019 to Las Positas College in Livermore, California. And Photo Pro Sports, specializing in team and individual sports photography, www.photo-pros.com. And Simply Basketball. Follow Simply Basketball on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for the best highlights Northern California has to offer. Check it out.
And a 61-32 lead for Clovis North over Centennial as we begin the fourth quarter here from Sanger High School. West brings it in for the Jayhawks to Espericueta, sophomore. So Hernan Santiago using a lot of people tonight. Coach Amundsen always uses a lot for Clovis North. He's got the numbers. All pretty good players, too. Got to play defense. Espericueta to Workington. Redstone. Long three, too deep. West. The foul goes Workington over the back. Number 35 for Centennial. Ababio at the free throw line for Clovis North, number 12. Misses. Espericueta from the right side. In the paint, misses. Short. Al Saber back to the game, number 2 with the rebound. Left side and the baskets. Okereke. Clovis North as they beat the Jayhawks down the court. Redstone throws it out. It's knocked out of bounds. (63-32) in favor of Clovis North. Centennial will bring it in. It's a long three. Short by West. No, it's going to the Jayhawks. Okereke knocked it out, number 10 for the Broncos. Espericueta to West. Air ball from about 8 feet away. Too much umph to it. Al Saber. Ababio loses the ball out of bounds. See, Clovis North has a 30-point lead. They still push the ball down court. They like to run. They shoot threes, like to run. Like I said, generally a very good free throw shooting team. Doesn't mean a lot tonight because they're winning by 31 to free throws, but those are important close games. But they continually push the ball down court. That's their style. It's like a football team that's still passing when they have a 4-touchdown lead late. Ritchie for 2. Number 2 up front for Centennial. And they really get down court. And the players are fresh because they use so many people. Nico Jones. Kind of wild, woolly possession for Clovis North. Marquez. Back to Nico for 3. Short. Workton up high for the board, number 35 for the Jayhawks. West, Noah West. Pull up Jay. Short. It's a good shot for him, about 16 feet away. Al Saber. High lob. A nice basket by number 10, Okereke. Very unselfish team, the Broncos. Really find the guys cutting to the basket. A little bit of block, Okereke. Workington in deep. And he is fouled. Go to the charity stripe. Colby Workington, number 35. 6'5" senior post player for Centennial. And the second of 2 coming up. Got Chucky Roberts, number 4. For the Jayhawks, we've got 15, Jacob Garcia. And number 3, Tyler Kennedy. Same unit out there for Clovis North. The next one banks in. I don't think he was trying for that, but he will take it nonetheless. Both of his free throws were very deep, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws in the game. Al Saber, nice drive and basket. Sammy Al Saber, quiet game. Good looking floater by number 2. West from Trey territory. Garcia. Pull up Jay Martin. Rolls out. Ababia with the rebounds. Clovis North. Al Saber fakes a pass inside. Goes to the pink, kicks it back out. It's a good looking drive by number 33 in the basket. Landon Houlihan. Sophomore with a hoop. Chucky Roberts. Offensive foul. Probably throwing his left arm to create separation. Chucky Roberts has not scored today. And is called for the offensive foul. Braden Epstein, number 34, into the game for the Broncos. Nico Jones for 3. West up high for the rebound for Centennial. Roberts. 69-35. Roberts loses the ball. Clovis North pushing the ball down court. Lose it out of bounds, but it was touched out of bounds by, I think, Tyler Kennedy. Nathan Jimenez, number 30, is checked in for the Broncos, and he has the ball. Nico Jones. Yes, that should have been caught by Houlihan. Dropped it out of bounds to Centennial. Ben Doklos, number 24, in for the Jayhawks. Seeing some playing time here. 4:11 to play in the fourth. West for 3. Too deep. That's nice. A rebound and shot by Doklos. .6'2" junior forward. Just entered the game, has scored 2 points, has a chance to make it 3. Well, he got his first 2. 69-37 in favor of Clovis North. Roberts. The ball lost out of bounds by Tyler Kennedy, number 3. A little bit out of control. Houlihan, Nico Jones. High off glass, number 30, Jimenez. See how quickly Jones got the ball down court, despite the fact they have a huge lead. West, for the shots are not falling for him tonight. Noah West. They really push it. That's a miss by Malachi Henry, number 4. Gets the ball back and scores. Malachi Henry for Clovis North. Chucky Roberts pulls up. Doklos with a rebound for Centennial, number 24. Hitting the boards. And he'll go to the free throw line. He's shooting 2. Ben Doklos. Good job, Ben. Doklos, second of 2. Knocks them both down. So he has contributed in the game in about a minute and a half of playing time. 73-39 Clovis North. Solid drive by number 30, Jimenez. That's the second bucket of the game. Esperaqueta misses. There comes Clovis North again. Jimenez off glass. He can make layups ahead of the pack. And then get that ball down court in a hurry. 77-39, which was the score of a football game we did on NorCalSportsTV.com from Modesto JC this past year in the fall. I think that Modesto had over 700 yards of offense. 77-39, the first full start for the quarterback from Modesto. The week before they played COS and Visalia, and they primarily ran the football. But I guess he had a great week of practice. Redstone. Esperaqueta for three. Going coast to coast, Malachi Henry. They're just able to get ahead of the pack. 79-39 Clovis North. And they keep up the intensity regardless of who's playing. Nice pass. Ritchie to number 11, Grant Bloom. Ritchie to Bloom for the G-Hawks. 79-41, Clovis North. Knocked loose by Bloom. Esperaqueta. Ritchie gets a roll in deep. Max Ritchie. 79-43, 131 left. Esperaqueta. Three-point try by Ritchie. Yes. Ritchie scored 5 points in about 20 seconds. Great crossover. Landon Houlihan and fouled. Number 33 for the Broncos. An easy victory for Tony Amundsen. Tough loss for Hernan Santiago. Centennial was defeated last night, 74-64 to Liberty of Bakersfield in a Southwest UCenna League opener. And everybody will be back to a regular schedule next week. No holiday schedules or anything like that. Redstone, Ritchie, Leave, and Esperaqueta. We have the best game for the G-Hawks tonight, sophomore. Missed free throw, Chucky Roberts. Nice block in deep. Esperaqueta had 11 points for Centennial. Ten seconds left. 79-46. Clovis North. Chucky Roberts for three. Too deep. Bloom with the rebound. Baseline right. The Kobe shot, no good. 79-46 in favor of Clovis North over Centennial Bakersfield. Part of our Central Valley Showdown here on NorCalSportsTV.com. Easy victory for Clovis North, the Broncos, over the G-Hawks. Led from start to finish, 40-17 at the half, 23-4 after one, 61-32 after three, and they win 79-46. And everybody played, I think, on both teams. And that's a good thing in a game like tonight. So in just a moment, Dre Avalos standing by to probably interview, in my estimation. Now, though he didn't play a lot, it was Stephen Perry would have to be straight eights player of the game. Unofficially for him, it looks like 19 points. Obviously, he could have had more, but they played everybody because of the lopsided score. And Perry could have gone for 25 to 30 points tonight, very much like Isaiah Hill. Because he had it rolling from the outside. He's a great free throw shooter, but they didn't need him that much. So Dre would be with Stephen Perry, who's looked impressive in the 3 games that I've seen him this year. 5'10", 5'10.5" guard, quick release, good defender, doing a good job. Dre Avalos getting set up with Stephen Perry, number 3, the point guard for
I'm
Clovis
here
North.
with Stephen Perry, the straight sports standout performer of the game. You ended with 19 points and 6 assists. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel like I did really great. I feel like I had my team involved. I was trying to get everybody involved so we can have my shooters in the corner shoot threes and just get the win out for all of us. I was just trying to do my best as a point guard to lead our team to a victory.
What was it about tonight's game that had you in the zone as much as you were today?
I've just been watching a lot of basketball since our last game. I was realizing that I can do much more to help my team win and just be involved in every play that I can be.
You had a pretty hard fall. You have some ice on your arm. I missed it. I looked down for a second and I missed it. So what happened, and what does your injury look like? What does it feel like? Are you okay?
Well, yeah, I'm fine. Last game, I hit my hip on the ground, and I got another rebound, and the guy just undercutted me, and I just fell on the ground, but I'll be okay.
I guess that's what happens when you're just getting boards all day, huh?
Yeah, I'm playing hard.
All right, man, thank you so much. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks a lot, Dre Avalos and Stephen Perry, Strike Sports Player of the Game. He had 19.6 assists, probably could have had 25 to 30. They didn't need him. They played everybody, as did Hernan Santiago of Centennial. Great victory for Tony Amundsen of Clovis North. They win 79-46, an easy victory. And I think that they, along with Clovis West, will be the favorites in the track this year. I'm not sure about some of the other teams. I've seen some of them. 79-46 have 1 game left tonight here at Sanger High School. This broadcast of the Central Valley Showdown brought to you by NorCal SportsTV.com. I'm Mark Heffernan. We have more basketball, so stay tuned.